All right, guys, this is the M&C Condor sent in by Safe Technician. He actually works for M&C. Sent in this in the Matrix. I picked the Matrix last week, and this one I've been kind of putting off, and here's why. If you look in there, you can see down the center, we have the typical dimple pins. There's 6 of them. Along the left side, the left wall, you can see a couple of little, looks like little ball bearings. I think those are for key control. And that's just from the drawing that he sent me. We'll take a look at that in a minute. And then on the left side, on the top of the ceiling, you can see the sliders. And the sliders control a sidebar that's located right up here. Let me take a look at the drawing. First of all, here's what the key looks like. Awesome key. There's your sliders. There's your 2 little dimples, which might be for key control, and regular dimple lock. It works perfectly, as you would expect from anything made in Switzerland. Here's what the drawing does look like. Very cool looking lock. There are your dimples. There are your 5 sidebars or side sliders, and then there's the actual sidebar itself. The sidebar fits into a groove in the housing, so in order to turn the core, it has to come down. And the only way it can come down is to get those picked to the right groove or the right slot. So those sliders a lot of times are a lot of problems, I got to tell you. All right, I have tried this. I'm going to go ahead and clamp it up, and we're going to try it again. All right, guys, this has become an all-day affair, I tell you. This is about attempt number 20. Same lock, same key. I'm going to try something a little different this time. It's the same tensioner. I am going to try a curved flag rather than a straight flag. I've tried counterclockwise, clockwise, different picks, no luck. All right, here's how it works. So I can tell you, I can get you to the first fault set, which is all I've gotten so far. Moderate tension, pin 2 is the binder. I got a tiny click. Next one is pin 4. Again, a very slight click. And then pin 5. He's pretty good. I don't feel any pin 6. When I pull the pick out, it snags up on pin 1. All right, that's as far as I've gotten. That's all I know. From this point on is new ground. Very slight fault set. Let's see what this curve flag can do for us. I'm getting the tiniest of counter rotations there. And I just got a click. So I thought a spool, but I don't think so. It might be a T-pin. Pin 3. And I got a click on him. Back to the fault set. Thinking pin 5, but thought I already got him. Pin 1, got a second click out of him. That's new. That was pin 3, got a counter rotation, and then I lost the fault set. All right, let's try it again. Recock. All right, I'm not going to announce everything again. You guys know the drill. 2, 4, 5. Pin 1. Fault set. All right, I think it was 2. Okay, 2, we got a little tiny click. 3, tiny click. Okay, that was 1 again. 1 had popped up. That was 2 again. He'd popped up. Okay, that was 2 again. Five still feels good. I don't feel any pin 6 back there yet. Now I'm literally forcing it. Probably not the smartest thing I've done all week. All right, they're back fault set one more time. 2. 3. 4. There's our deep fault set. That's what we're looking for. All right, there's 2 stops on pin 4. That's what our deep fault set looks like. All right, let's go ahead. For you 2 guys that are still watching, we're at what, 5 minutes here. I am first going to take a probe, oops, and I'm going to slide them in on this side and then push all the sliders to the right. All right, now that I've exposed those 2 ball bearings, I'm going to rake those real quick with this hook. But I think those are key control, I'm pretty sure, and I'm feeling no give on the core at all. Okay, now I'm going to take that same hook and I'm going to go in from the side and try to mess with those sliders. I'm putting heavy tension on this core, trying to see if there's any kind of feedback. That doesn't work, so I'm going to rake them from the right side. Nothing. Ah, that was a good click. I got really heavy tension on these sliders, on this core. Maybe too heavy. Come on. Maybe it's that very back one. Maybe I can get him with a flag. Nope. It's real interesting for you guys seeing my hand after I realize that, but I'm sorry, it's the wrong angle. Let me hit those ball bearings again. Ah, I felt a turn on the core. Very slight. Maybe they're not just for key control. Now I'm getting some pretty good feedback on those sliders. There we go. Oh man, whoops. Finally. My God. What a nasty lock. All right, let me go ahead and let's cut this thing. All the way out. Yeah, let's keep this thing in frame. I want credit for this one, guys. All right, move all this stuff out of the way. Let me get a pinning tray, screwdriver. Hey, I got a new pinning tray, by the way. Let me slide this up here like this. Brand new pinning tray. For those of you, well, I'm probably going to take the camera, the lock out of the screen. But anyway, Bob Stout 2017 sent this in. He built it on his CNC print milling machine. Sorry, I'm so excited about this lock. I can't get over it. All right, which side did we pick? That side. Let's go ahead and take it apart and remove this side. The side furthest from the actuator. If I recall last time, I'm going to move. I don't want to ruin that new pinning tray just yet. We have to do some hammering on this thing. It's built the same way as that matrix lock that we picked, what, a week ago. All right. I got to drive that pin out if I remember. I think that was the right sequence. Maybe from the other side. Maybe I need to take that screw out first. I really don't remember how we did it last time. Yeah, it does move out. It does move out just a little bit. Maybe now we can drive that pin out. Ha ha ha. There's a right way and a wrong way, and there's a Bill's way, which is usually the wrong way. Same thing. Come on. I don't remember the matrix being this hard. There we go. Ah, it's got a little cut in it. Now everything falls apart. Which side were we? We're doing this side. Okay. Wow. Hope I can get all that back in there. Looks like we got to take another screw out. These are the extensions, by the way, that they've come up with to, you can use the same core for any size thickness door. So pretty cool system. Makes taking apart the thing a little harder. All right, let's go ahead and lock it back up. Let me turn that, just take the clip off the back. Come on, here we go. Okay. Where'd that key go? Let's turn that like so. Get a follower. I'm going to turn him. Tell you what. I'm going to take this key off so we don't have this big ring of 36 keys swinging, throwing me off balance. Probably should have thought of this beforehand. There we go. Now, turn it like that. That should be just about right. Okay, here's our sidebar starting to come out. So that means our pins are on the other side. I'm going to put my thumb or my forefinger beneath the sidebar, and then I'll catch the pins on the top just the way we want them. I'm going to set him right there. Put my finger over the pins. There are the sidebar pins, and there's the sidebar. Nothing special about him. I don't see any cuts on him like you have on the Asas. Alright, those will stay in place, and the sidebar pins will stay in place as long as the key's there. So I'm going to take these out in reverse order. So there are only 5. The picture showed 6. I got cheated by 1 pin. Okay, I have a steel pin in 1, and all the rest of these are standards, and the tops of them look like they are reduced diameter. So they would act as T-pins. Okay, here are the 2 side pins, and let's see what they do when you take the key out. I am going to keep my finger on top of those so they don't pop out, but I want to see what these side... I don't think they do anything. I don't think they do anything at all, guys. All right, here we go. We're going to take these little guys out. Let me try to keep these in order as well. So, take this little guy. We got a false gate on this guy. So that was 5. We have a false gate on this guy. Geez, another false gate. Come out of there. No false gate. Yes, there is. There sure is. It was underneath the tweezers. And the last one. And every one of these had a false gate. And then nothing else on the core. A couple of springs there that hold the sidebar in place. And our side pins. That's it. All right, let's see what's upstairs. I know we're running long. Oh, gosh. Running long on this video. Sorry about that. Had that upside down. There is the first one. Shot out. Okay, pin 1. Pin 1. Looks like position number 1 actually had a drill, anti-drill in it. And then the pin started in position 2. Maybe that's why they only had 5 pins on this guy. Maybe originally they had intended. Now look at this. These are hollow on the bottom to hold those springs in place. Very tiny little springs. And these are all, look like the same thing. They have little, I don't want to call them T-pins, it's like 1 serration on them. That's why we were getting that tiny little counter rotation that I really couldn't feel with that flat flag. Every one of these is the same. And the last one, same thing. One tiny little serration and another tiny little spring. Should be it, guys. Nothing else in here. That last one is a hole that goes all the way through. I don't know if maybe that one was intended to be number 6. Got no clue. But we got a couple extra holes in here, but I'm glad it wasn't populated with stuff like this in there. This lock was a nightmare enough. Anyway, there you go. The Condor from M&C. There's the key again. Hope I can get this thing back together. Probably not, though. Anyway, Safe Technician, thanks again for sending me both of the locks. You guys, thanks to you for your patience. Stay safe. Stay legal.